road win against Arizona.
Yep. Just a Sunday, this is about to be epic.
Look, I get it rocking like a cradle. I never sold, but I was able to see my partners make the road bread without the stable, while packing something that make it top spin like dreidels. Ooh, I hung around them shells like April. Oatmeal, Oatfield. Me when I get to saying it's so real. Folk will think that it's entertaining till fly, no subliminal. That's the plight of aggravated aboriginals. My whole life I've been congregating with. I swear I graduated with just minimal effort. Lectures to me was just receive better from the king of Bedford. Stop vexing. I swear biggie about it and I spit punches and bunches like I'm Marvin Hagler now. Ooh, swear it feel marvelous. Remember times my mama barbered us, made us look barbarous. The hood part of us that don't start of us. Got the heart of Spartacus. Treat Gentiles like Barnabas. That means with love, difference between us. Fake boy, default, and conceive us.
And a welcome inside Dodger Stadium here in Los Angeles. We celebrate Jackie Robinson Day with a great matchup between the Cincinnati Reds and the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Rich Hill, a left-hander from Massachusetts, will be doing the starting pitching here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
You know, Matt, his last one wasn't horrible, but this guy did give up 5 runs in his last start. He was tagged with the loss, and he's going to look to be a lot better in this one here today.
Striding into the box, Jose Peraza, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
For Cincinnati, the shortstop, Jose Peraza.
First pitch of the at-bat. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. But a foul ball here, 0-1.
7-10.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit. But unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Not the warmest night you'll see around here, and even 50 degrees at game time. The 1-2. Grounded to short. Seager comes up with it. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Giro, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
3-0 now.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
3-1 the count now. The 3-1. Swing and a liner. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Jeanette's going to turn for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
No balls and a strike to count. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Ball 1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
on the first, and Votto's gone for out number 2.
That is 4.
Stepping in, Eugenio Suarez. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. And a base hit as that'll score the run from third, and the Reds jump out in front here 1-0.
I know we sit up here and talk about it a lot. Just grabbing the momentum, trying to tack on early runs as quick as possible. It allows the pitcher to go out there, relax, attack the strike zone. It keeps everybody involved. That 2-out RBI, I know it's early, but that just gives everyone a chance to just relax and compete.
His career batting line against Hill, he's 1 for 3. Now the 1-1 pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. Coming to the plate now, Kike Hernandez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch on its way. Bounce towards the second baseman. And there's 1 gone to start the night. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I know these guys love what Justin Turner brings to their offense. Go look at the numbers. He hit over .310 last year and was consistent most of the year. I'm looking forward to him having another solid campaign.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the third baseman, Justin Turner. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on the attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
The 1-2. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw gets him, 2 down. Here's David Freese to stand in. Lifetime history with Alex Wood. He's 0 for 5. Wood gets the sign. First pitch on the way. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Towards second. Throw on the ball will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. Digging in, Scott Schebler, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Strike taken up in the zone.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
And with a big pitch here, he'll step off and rethink things. Line shot to first, and there's 1 away.
Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense.
The right fielder.
And the guy behind the dish today, Canadian-born Russell Martin. He's been a catcher his entire career, but I'll tell you what, some of the softest hands in the game, this guy could easily play an infield position, and he wouldn't skip a beat.
Throw on to first, 2 gone. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And next to bat will be Tucker Barnhart. And that's taken for strike 1. Barnhart stands just shy of 6 feet at 5'11" and bats from both sides of the plate. He was taken in the 10th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Popped up. And Freese will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Pretty. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder, Cody Bellinger. He, too, had 3 knocks in yesterday's win.
Bellinger.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Here he comes again, 1-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Reds are lining up in this one. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
The second baseman,
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Wood has his target. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Muncy is one of the very few left-handed bats that displays a lot of power against left-handed pitching. He drives the ball well in these matchups, which simply has not been the case very often in baseball.
Yeah, and I think it all.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that. So here's the Reds pitcher, Alex Wood. 9-1-2 due up. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Seager will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
now batting.
And here's Jose Peraza.
Jose.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch.
Nope, that's the ball.
He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. 1-1 to the Reds leadoff man. A ball and 2 strikes. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3. Scooter Gennett waits on deck. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And it's a foul ball. Pops this one up. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy. You can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Now a snap move over to first. Runner back safely. The 0-1 on its way. Snap throw to first. Peraza, base runner at first with 1 out. This is line to left. but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Joey Votto.
So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and standing in is the on-base machine, first baseman Joey Votto. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Reds lead 1, but they lead it 1-0. Here's Corey Seager, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. And a rather easy first out. Russell Martin now. Lifetime history with Alex Wood. He's just 1 for 6. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Swing and a liner, but foul. The 0-2 delivery. Hard hit to first. Taken in by Votto, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Now in the box, Rich Hill. And then it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball 1.
1-0.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Wood into the windup. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. Ready now for Cincinnati, Eugenio Suarez as we begin the top of the 4th.
Eugenio.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. (0-2) the count to Suarez.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
2-2.
And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And it's given Cincinnati a 2-0 lead.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches. And this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
1 ball, no strikes to count. This is line to left. Taylor is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
Up next to Cincinnati.
And that brings up Scott Schebler. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Red center fielder in front with a 2-0 count.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder.
In now is Yasiel Puig. First offering on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
The 1-1. Hit on the ground to third. Turner has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 for the Reds in the inning, and it comes courtesy of. Next up for Los Angeles, Kike Hernandez back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting.
Ready now, Justin Turner. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Dodgers have yet to break into the hit column here. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. This one's down to third. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Riding in once again, David Freese. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends. Now to the plate, Tucker Barnhart, 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
1-1 to Tucker Barnhart. And there's ball 2 now. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
The pitcher, Alex.
Stepping into the box, Alex Wood. And we'll likely see him square around to bunt. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. And he thought about going to second, but he'll go to first instead.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Jose Peraza, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Swing and a liner, but foul.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Bellinger is there to put it away for route number 1. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Now batting.
Taking in once again, Scooter Gennett. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Hit back up the middle. Reined in. A bare hand for 1. On to first. Man alive, what a double play. And the inning is over. 1 left for Cincinnati. They're up 2-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said there is nothing prettier than frozen rope after frozen rope, and that is exactly what he's getting right now. The data says they've hit 8 line drives as a team in this one, some resulting in outs, but obviously that's a good sign for them going forward.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. No balls and 1 strike. Here's the 0-1. Late that time for a strike.
I'm going to chalk that one up to he didn't see it too well right there. To get such a late swing on an off-speed pitch, a good curveball right there to go down 0-2, he's got to regroup.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Ground ball left side. Suarez scoops it up, and that's out number 1. Digging in for his second at-bat, Chris Taylor hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with 1 away.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way.
And just past his outstretched glove into left, the base hit.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Zero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
Corey Seager will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. Gennett has it for 1. Back to Votto, but it's not in time as they settle for just the 1.
Great job of hustle there by the base runner. That looked like an easy inning-ending double play. Now runners at first and third with 2 outs.
Here's the first pitch to him. 0-1 the count. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. Line to the right side. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 2-1 ball game. And they won't come close to getting him. He's in there at third. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. So striding in, Rich Hill, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And another snap throw to the bag, and he'll dive back in safely. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Hit on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. In is Joey Votto now.
Leading off for Cincinnati, the first baseman, Joey Votto.
First delivery to him on the way. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Scooped up on the backhand. To second for one. On to first to complete the double play.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone. Hits on top of it. Induces the ground ball double play.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike one.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Fastball well outside.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
He stays alive, still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Again, he sends it out of play. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Another one sent foul. The 2-2 one more time. Count remains 2-2. Here it comes. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. None left for Cincinnati. They still lead it 2-1. Ready for another shot now. Kike Hernandez. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Here comes the first pitch. Well hit to right, but a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. And that is off the wall in right field. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double. When that one left the bat, I wasn't sure where it was going to come down. Thought it might have a chance.
Yeah, same here, man. It kind of got lost high in the sky before it one-hopped the fence for an extra base hit. During the daytime, that thing probably would have carried out of here, but you can't complain too much about a double.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And they've come back to tie it up as it's now a 2-2 ball game. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
first baseman.
Back-to-back doubles now, and that's a great way to get an inning going. The leadoff man shows him how it's done, and he comes right behind him following suit, lacing a double of his own. Could be a big inning if this continues.
Into the box, David Freese. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this will land untouched. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Freese hits a little over the 270 mark. The 0-1 delivery. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. There to take it in is Jeanette for the first out of the inning. Runner at second, one away, and that brings in the former National League Rookie of the Year, Cody Bellinger. Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. Ground ball, foul down the left side. Comes set and the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And the off-balance throw will be too late, so a good effort that time, but it's an infield single.
You know, D-Roll, that looked like a base hit all the way up the middle. A nice job there by the second baseman to get to it and make that jump throw to first base.
Yeah, one of the tougher plays in our game. A lot of great second basemen in our sport make this look easy, but I'll tell you what, it's not. To throw the ball to first base while your entire body and momentum is headed towards left field is one of the most difficult things to do in our sport.
First delivery to him on the way. Runners on the move for second. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Runners are at first and third, one away. Tied him up there as this is softly hit down the line. And that'll score the runner from third as they seize control here, 3-2. And this will come in far too late. He's in there at third.
Hey, you tip your hat to the batter for finding a way to find some green grass out there, but man, that has to frustrate you, Dan. An executed pitch right there.
It does. Anytime you make a good pitch, and off the bat, it certainly didn't look like it was going to fall in for a base hit. You make a good pitch, but you don't necessarily always get the kind of results you want as a pitcher.
Zach Duke takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are two on with only one away. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
Really forcing the issue with that steal of second. They already had the guy on third, so now two runners in scoring position, and there aren't any force outs other than at first. Pretty good chance to drive in a pair right now.
The 1-1 home is laid off for ball two. Swung out and missed, and it's even at 2-2. Bellinger, the runner at third. Taylor is over at second with one down in the inning. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. Two away. So two gone now for the Dodgers in the sixth. And up next, the former All-Star shortstop, Corey Seager. And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and two men gone.
The batter.
Digging in and looking for more, Russell Martin, one of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with two away. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. And there's a base hit on the line. One run is scored. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Boy, talking about having ducks on the pond right there.
I know everybody wants to hit a home run. Those are the ones you remember. But without question, Dan, 2 out, 2 RBI knocks with runners in scoring position right there. You remember these knocks.
A.J. Pollock.
Attention, please. Pinch hitting for the Dodgers, number 42, A.J. Pollock.
Just a tick behind for a strike. 4 runs here in this half inning. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Hit sharply on the ground. Played on the backhand. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 9 men come to. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and overall he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it's been a real team effort to focus on a line drive approach, and that is certainly evident in this game. Our stat guys tell me they've hit 9 total line drives, and even though not all of them have resulted in base hits, those are the swings the team believes leads to a lot of success at the plate.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ross Stripling is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Leading off for Cincinnati.
Now here's the pitch, and he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. The 1-1, and a jam shot here as this is sent towards second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a knuckle curve that backs him up a bit. Ball 1. Stripling stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. He was a 5th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone. Hit hard on the ground to short. Seager has it. And there's out number 2.
now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Tucker Barnhart comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. In there for strike 1.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch, the 0-2 good changeup with some depth.
And the fastball misses high and away there. It's full, 3-2.
Got to be frustrating for the guy out on the mound, trying to get out of this inning. Had him down 0-2, and now he's worked the count back full. Still 1 pitch away from sitting in the dugout. Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. That batting average still well up there to begin play. 3 homers and 6 RBIs. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. The set and the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Here's the first pitch to him. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. His previous history with Ross Stripling, he's 1 for 5. Swing and a miss for strike one. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. This is line to left. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Bottom of the 7th inning upcoming in L.A. Get up and stretch. It's the Dodgers 5 and the Reds 2. Amir Garrett gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 42, Amir Garrett.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Kike Hernandez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Here it comes.
1-1.
Not what he wanted to do there with the slider as it misses well above the zone. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
The 2-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Bounce to first. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Stepping up to the plate, Justin Turner. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike 2.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You know, I'm not sure he didn't throw that pitch out of the zone on purpose. They've been swinging at pretty much everything he throws, so why not give it a shot?
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Settling in now, David Freese. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Here comes the 0-1. Line drive to center field. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Dodgers down in order. And it remains 5-2. Now at the plate, Scooter Gennett will start things off here for Cincinnati with Joey Votto to follow next. Caleb Ferguson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 42, Caleb.
Here's the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Here's a strike with the breaking ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And it's fouled away. well outside with the curveball for a ball.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spot one here.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Now at the plate, Joey Votto. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat this. This is a huge half inning right here. They have to find a way to score a few runs. They do not want to face the closer needing 3 runs in the 9th. That means game over.
Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Eugenio Suarez. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Two and 2 the count. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Pedro Baez enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8.
Pedro Baez.
So here's Matt Kemp now, as he'll take a change up here for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Yanked on the ground down the line. And not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the ground ball, and that ends the inning. So
Leading off for the Dodgers, the right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
first pitch on its way. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Now batting.
So digging in now, Chris Taylor. So far 2 for 3 in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Taylor behind, 0-2 the count.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. 2 away for the Dodgers here in the 8th. And that'll bring up the left-handed hitter Max Muncy. First offering on its way. Drilled to the left side. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stop.
Now will step off and fire to the bag. And he just manages to get his hand in. Here's Corey Seager. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Rounded softly down the line toward first. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. 1. Into the box, Scott Schebler. Career numbers against Baez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And he fouls this one off. Baez rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. A ball and 2 strikes now. Schebler even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th. Now for the Reds, Yasiel Puig. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Kenley Jansen comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 42, Kenley Jansen.
Here's the first pitch to him. In there, no balls and a strike.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. From the belt, the pitch. Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Schebler on at first, nobody out. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Tucker Barnhart comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike now. The 1-1. Slow roller down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Popped straight up. Turner in foul ground, but this will land untouched. He'll try again. 1-2, and he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. And they'll squeeze this one for the final out, and the Dodgers have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Hey, a great win for these guys as they wrap up another one. But a little bit of a sour note, though. Everyone has to head home, get on those computers, and get those taxes out before midnight.
And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. Los Angeles rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Rich Hill earns his first win of the season. Kenley Jansen records the save, his 5th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers, 5 runs on